Who am I? I used to be a soldier. I was quiet, sometimes. Sometimes not. Always effective. I thought I was fighting for a better world, but it was only for somebody else's power and money.
That's how it goes.
So I decided to fight for mine. I choose who I work for.
Good for you.
And it's me choosing how. I am the wing of a butterfly. Causing a storm. I used to be a soldier. Now they call me professional soldier.
No.
War is in your blood. Don't fight it.
Is it?
Who am...
What the fuck just happened? Wish list. Wish list on Steam. What's going on, guys? Seth here for Tasty Loot Gaming, doing a tasty bit where I'm going to catch up on some of the things I have missed this month, primarily being game releases and Tasty Tuesday, which I did not cover because I was feeling under the weather, which fucking sucked, but I feel pretty good now. So there's a couple topics I want to talk about, so we're going to do that. But quick reminders before I do that: to download and play Greedfall, Maneater, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider, all offered for free on PlayStation Plus. Make sure to download those, play those, come back at the end of this month for Plus Club. Let us know what you thought of those games. We'll let you know what we thought of them. And our game of the month picked by me is Deep Rock Galactic, which is a 1-4 player cooperative Dwarven exploration, resource gathering, upgrade your shit type game. Make sure to play that. Come back at the end of the month for Game of the Month. We'll discuss that as well. We have a Discord link down below. You can talk to us anytime, all the time. We're on iTunes, Spotify, and other podcast platforms if you prefer to listen to us. And we have a Patreon link down below if you'd like to support the channel even more than liking this video, commenting, sharing, and subscribing if you're brand new. All right, let's jump into game releases. Halfway through the fucking month. A little over halfway through the month. But, a lot of the games are releasing like around right now. So let's just jump into it, talk about what's coming out, and talk about what I'm interested in playing. And let me know, of course, in the comments what you're interested in playing. So in January of 2021, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game complete edition, came out on PC, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Stadia on the 14th of January. MXGP 2020 on PS5 only on the 14th. And then, caught up now, Hitman 3 has released today on PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PS5, PS4, Switch on the 20th. And we got Ride 4, PS5, Xbox Series X, 21st of January. Bladed Fury, PS4, Xbox One, Switch on the 22nd of January. Just rolling those out each day, apparently. I never know how to say this. Atelier Ryza 2? Lost Legends and the Secret Fairy? That's quite the name. PC, PS4, PS5, Switch, 26th of January. Stronghold, Warlords, PC, 26th of January. Cyber Shadow. It's quite the name. PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on the 26th of January. Nassurg DX. PC, Switch, PS4, 28th of January. CL Nassurg DX. PC, Switch, PS4, 28th of January. Disgaea 6, Defiance of Destiny, PS4, Switch, 28th of January. Martian Forest, Milne, and the Forest Gift. Holy fuck, someone type out how to say that shit in the comments below. PC, PS4, Switch on the 28th of January. The Medium, PC and Xbox, 28th of January. Only on PC and Xbox? I didn't know that. Sword of the Necromancer, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, 28th of January. Yakuza Remaster Collection on PC and Xbox, 28th of January. Buddy Mission Bond. Buddy mission. Buddy mission. It's the buddies. The buddy mission commences on Switch on the 29th of January. And then ReZero Starting Life in Another World, The Prophecy of the Throne. That's a Japanese game. PC, PS4, Switch, 29th of January. I know that anyway because I know, I'm familiar with ReZero, but holy shit. This is the month of crazy titles and games. And then the last game is Gods Will Fall on PC, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Stadia on the 29th of January. All right, so quite a bit of games coming out. A lot of them I don't know what the fuck they are, but some games I'm definitely interested in playing. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game. Me and Josh sat down and played that back when it came out and beat it in one sitting. It was really fun. I would be interested in revisiting that, although I remember beating that game and wishing it had more to do after beating it. Kind of just ends and you can just play it again if you want, so that kind of was disappointing. Otherwise, great game, so I'd be interested in playing it again, and it's very cool that it got released again. Hitman 3, I am definitely going to pick up. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up today, but I want to pick it up soon. It's been getting great reviews, like really good reviews, which was really surprising. But I'm definitely interested in playing it. The reason I'm not jumping at the bit to play it right now is because I'm currently playing a bunch of games, and I just don't feel like purchasing it right now will benefit me because I'm not going to play it right now. So I will wait, and I'm sure that game will go on sale pretty quickly, unless somebody lets me know in the comments like, you got to play it right now. It's so good, you got to play it right now. And I love Hitman. I love Hitman. I'm a huge fan. I thought Hitman 2 was great, the last one, and Hitman 1, or just Hitman. So yeah, really stoked to play that, but for time reasons, I don't want to invest in it financially if I can't invest in it, time wise. Let's see, Atelier Ryza 2, Lost Legends in the Street Fairy, the Secret Fairy. I'm interested in. I own the first one. I've barely played it, so I think it'd be weird if I just picked this up and played it already. But I'll get to it eventually. But it's a game I'm definitely interested in playing. I think the first one looks neat, and I've heard pretty good things about it. So it's on my radar for sure. Let's see, The Medium I'm curious about. I want to see reviews on it, though. I've been seeing some stuff on it, and it looks interesting. People keep comparing it to Silent Hill. I don't understand. It's like you play in like the real world and then a different dimension or some shit. I haven't looked into the game much. Maybe the story's not that at all, but anytime I watch anything on it, it looks nothing like Silent Hill. It doesn't have to be Silent Hill. I don't know why people, as soon as they see something, they're like, wow, this is giving me heavy Silent Hill vibes. This is definitely the next Silent Hill. It's like, that's just, it's fucking horror. It's different dimensional weird shit. Doesn't have to be Silent Hill. So anyway, I'm curious about it. I want to see reviews on it to see what people have to say on it. Yakuza Remastered Collection, I will be buying fucking ASAP. So I've been playing a lot of Like a Dragon, and I fucking love it. And then I went ahead on Steam and bought 0 and 1 and 2, the Kiwami editions. And then quickly found out that they don't have the rest of the Yakuzas really on Steam, which was a big disappointment because I'd like to just buy them all. Well, lucky for me, playing a bunch of fucking Like a Dragon going, I wish I had more Yakuza on PC. Yakuza Remastered Collection came out, or is coming out very soon. So I'll be able to buy that, which is very cool. I'll definitely be buying that. And yeah, I think that's about it. So definitely some games to pick up. I think a couple of them I'm going to kind of wait on, though, which is kind of nice because a lot of times I feel like I got to pick it up now and play it. And a lot of these, I mean, I think the biggest hyped game here that I feel like I should just pick up, but I'm not going to for reasons I said already, is Hitman 3. I'm very happy to see it's getting great reviews because I think Hitman is a series that doesn't get the praise it deserves, doesn't get talked about often when it comes to genres, specifically like stealth games. Even fucking, I wouldn't say it's a puzzle game, but I mean, like, it's a game that you have to be very strategic with. So, and it's a game you have to figure things out with. So, really great series. So I'm glad it's getting great reviews. And I guess it's a really good finale to the series. And I guess also it lets you carry over your, progress, but also the missions that you had if you have the first and second game into the third game to feel seamless, which I think is a really cool system that they did. So definitely going to pick that up. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be picking up in January. Also, this doesn't have it on here, but I'm just going to throw a shout out there. I think it's in early access, so that's probably why it's not on here. Everspace 2, I've been playing that on Steam. Early access. It's a space shooter that's kind of like a looter shooter. It is not a sim. It's an arcade-like shooter, but has very fun gameplay. I would definitely recommend that to people if you're curious about that. It's nice because I can hop in, do a mission or two, and leave, and I don't have to invest a bunch of time like learning everything that like a sim space game would need you to do, which I'm all for. But like, you know, sometimes I just want to fucking shoot shit in space and leave. So definitely throwing a shout out to that. That came out recently as well, and I think it's absolutely worth it. I think it's like $40 on Steam, so check that out. And let me know in the comments what game are you looking forward to, or games are you looking forward to in January? Have you picked anything up already? Are you planning on picking anything up? What are you excited for? What are you not excited for? Is there a game on this list that I had no idea what the fuck it is? Cyber Shadow, have no idea what that is. And yeah, something that I missed that you're like, hey, check that game out. Let me know everything you're thinking about in the comments below. All right, as you guys know already, Ubisoft has partnered with Lucasfilm to make a game, which takes the exclusivity of the Star Wars property away from EA, which is very interesting. I'm going to read this article and see the details of it and then discuss it. But yeah, this is really big news. So let's just jump into it. This is via Wired, and it says, today Lucasfilm Games announced that it's entering a partnership with Ubisoft to create an open-world Star Wars game. An open-world Star Wars game. Sounds familiar outside the Star Wars part. The title will be developed by Ubisoft's Massive Entertainment, marking the first time that the company outside of EA, or a company outside of EA, has produced a Star Wars game since Disney acquired Lucasfilm in 2012. Has it really been that long? That's fucking crazy. Ending nearly 8 years of exclusivity. Also in the works is a new Indiana Jones game to be developed by Bethesda Game Studios, a newcomer to Lucasfilms and Disney's properties, which is also interesting. It's not even just Ubisoft; it's Bethesda. This isn't Star Wars, but you know, Lucasfilm stuff. Bethesda's also working on something, so that's very interesting. I'm glad. I'm already jumping into this, but I'm glad they're fucking branching out. The idea of fucking giving it to EA and just making them make everything, especially with all the shit that they put out, was fucking insane. Like, whoever the hell was running Star Wars in general, Kathleen Kennedy for the movies and people working for Lucasfilm, horrible fucking decisions, like crazy bad. Anyway, let's continue. Let's start with Star Wars. Development on this new title is still very early. Massive is still recruiting for the project, even so details are sparse. Julian Garrity, director of The Division 2 and the crew, will serve as the game's creative director, and the title will use Massive's Snowdrop engine. Beyond that, Lucasfilm Games hasn't revealed anything about the characters or settings within the Star Wars universe that the game will feature. This announcement follows yesterday's news that Lucasfilm is partnering with Bethesda to create an Indiana Jones title, the first non-Star Wars AAA game out of Lucasfilm in years. The move marks a seismic shift for Lucasfilm's approach to gaming, widening the tent for developers that want to create games using Lucasfilm franchises, particularly in the Star Wars universe. EA had previously suggested that the company would have exclusivity on Star Wars games for 10 years, while EA will keep making games in the future. But Lucasfilm's games is free to seek other partners. It's also possible, even likely, that the upcoming Ubisoft Star Wars game will launch after the EA exclusivity agreements ends, which is about 2 more years. So that is possible. I feel like that's likely, but also unlikely. Like, I feel like Ubisoft's type of company that could pop something out in the next 2 years easily. I don't know how long they've been working on it. If they just started, yeah, it'll come out after the exclusivity's over for sure. In quotes, it says, EA has been and will continue to be a very strategic and important partner for us now and going forward. Sean Shoptaw, Senior Vice President of Global Games and Interactive Experiences at Disney, told Wired. But we did feel like there's room for others. Yeah, there is, and you should have done this since the fucking beginning. After this story initially published, an EA spokesperson reached out to Wired to provide the following statement. We are proud of our long-standing collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, which will continue for years to come. Our talented teams have created some of the most successful games in the history of Star Wars franchise, including Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Star Wars Battlefront, Battlefront 2, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and Star Wars Squadrons. We love Star Wars, and we look forward to creating more exciting experiences for players to enjoy. In 2013, Disney laid off 150 employees at LucasArts, ending in-house game development. Is this relevant to shit? I'm not going to continue this article because pretty much got the news. Ubisoft is making a open world Star Wars game. The exclusivity of Star Wars has left EA, or at least will in the next 2 years, and Bethesda is making a Indiana Jones game. My thoughts on this is it is about fucking time. EA should have never had the full exclusivity to it. I know they're a big company, but what EA puts out is not a varied product. They make very specific things. They use one engine, and they have had some pretty bad failures in producing games for this property. Granted, I really like Battlefront 2 now. When it came out, it was garbage. So they did fix it, which is great, and I'm really enjoying the game. But yeah, they just don't have a good track record so far of what they've done with Star Wars. And the idea that like a singular developer, even though of course they have different developers under EA, a singular mind would be running everything for something that expansive and that big is crazy to me. So that being said, and like I said, I think EA's done a horrible job with fucking making stuff for Star Wars. But big surprise, Disney's handled Star Wars horribly. Ubisoft getting their hands on it, great. Am I super excited for what they're going to do? I'm more excited for what they're going to do than what EA has been doing. I'm not super excited for Massive to be working on it. But that's not to sound negative. I feel like they'll do fine. But it's not something I'm excited for until I see what they do. I mean, they made the Division 2. I think the Division 2 is great. Division was fun until I beat it, and then I was done with it. The Crew, I think is a cool concept, but executed horribly. The Crew 2 I bought, and I think I fucking returned it. Like so boring. The racing was not good at all. So they got great ideas, but their execution can be okay. But yeah, Division 2 is really fun. I really dig it. But is that what we're getting? That's what I wonder. They obviously have a pedigree in making open world games, which is great. Those are the guys you're going to go to if you're going to be making an open world Star Wars game. But are we going to be getting, and I discussed this in the Discord, so I apologize for anybody who was there for that. Are we getting Division in space? Are we getting the Division Star Wars? And if we are, is that going to be satisfactory? If I'm being honest, yeah, I would play that. Which I hate to say, but if you just like came out and you're like, oh, it's a looter shooter and it's in Star Wars, all this shit, I'd be like, yeah, I'd be down to play that. I hope it's something more than that. Although, if we got a co-op open world Star Wars game that doesn't have to be a looter shooter, I'd be down for that. And these guys have that pedigree, so I feel like that's what they're probably going to do, something like that. We know it's open world. It'd be cool to go to different planets. It'd be cool to do different missions with your friends. I could see that happening for sure. If it's single player, I think it'll allow for better storytelling. The thing I also worry about, though, is, and someone might disagree with me on this quite a bit, maybe, but I don't hear a whole lot of people saying this. I think Ubisoft is horrible at telling stories. I think some of the stories are good. I think they're horrible at executing on them. I think they're horrible at telling stories. I think their cinematics are bad. I think their dialogue in games is typically pretty cheesy. I think their character designs are typically really cheesy. They're very adolescent looking. Aside from like Sam Fisher, I like Sam Fisher and Splinter Cell, shit like that. But we play like Watch Dogs 2, Watch Dogs Legion. It's not just Watch Dogs. It's a lot of other games. It's the only ones that are coming to my mind. The Division 2, The Crew, all those games. The stories are never like super. I mean, like the concept of the Division is cool, but the way it's executed when you play it, it doesn't do much for me. And I think the characters are like cartoony. They're like caricatures of like what you'd assume people in that situation would be elevated to fucking 11. Cranked up to 11. it's so cartoony and weird. So anyway, that aside, just kind of saying, if they're making a Star Wars game, make it fun. I don't have faith in them to make like a great story-centric Star Wars game. They could do it. I just don't know if they will. I don't have a reason to believe that they're going to knock it out of the park in that sense. But I do think that they can make a fun open-world sandbox game, which I think would be cool. EA hasn't offered anything like that. EA's offered Battlefront, which is fun, and Squadrons, which is a game they put out and just stopped support on. So, yeah, we need those different flavors when it comes to Star Wars, and I hope we see more people come out with the rights to collaborate with Lucasfilm and Star Wars and make games. But yeah, overall, I'm excited enough to play it. I'm curious about what they're gonna do. I'm not super hyped though, just because I think the base minimum we're gonna get like a fun game, which is great. That's what I want. And we could get a great game, but I don't think we're gonna get that. So maybe I'm being pessimistic here, but the track record of Massive is good. It's fine, but it's not amazing. So time will tell. We'll see. I'm excited for that though, to see what anybody does with Star Wars. It's about time. It's about fucking time. And Indiana Jones, Bethesda. Again, I don't know what they're gonna do. Are they gonna take Skyrim or Fallout and reskin it to Indiana Jones? Everybody's gonna stiffly walk around and fucking do open world things. What does Bethesda do nowadays? But they got 2 big games coming out in the future, and this Indiana Jones game. So maybe there is a new future for Bethesda where they will redefine expectations, at least my expectations, of what they're capable of, which I am more than welcoming of that. I would love for them to go, you know what? You talk a lot of shit, Seth, about what we've done in the past, but now this is us now, and fucking we don't do that shit anymore. And I'd be like, whoa, fuck, I was wrong. Cool, I'm happy about that. So that'd be very cool to see. But yeah, Indiana Jones game. I don't have a huge affinity for Indiana Jones. I think he's cool enough, and I think the movies are fine. Making I said third person. I just kind of assumed that. I don't know why. Maybe it's first person. Having a game centered around treasure hunting and rope swinging, adventure and stuff like that, I think that lends itself to fun gameplay easily. Will Bethesda execute well on it? I don't know. And oddly enough, because it's the inspiration for it, is there room, if it is a third-person game, for a game like this with other games that have already done it very well? Set the standard high. Tomb Raider, Uncharted. Although in the absence of Uncharted and possibly Tomb Raider, maybe there is room for somebody else to come in and take up that mantle. I don't know. But maybe it's a first-person shooter. That'd be interesting. Be very interesting. Maybe it's a puzzle game. That'd be fucking weird. It's just set pieces where you have your hands on screen and you got to figure out something while a ball's getting ready to roll on you. I don't know. That'd be really stupid. But maybe it's a VR game. I could believe that. Maybe it's their foray into not first. They've done Skyrim VR and shit like that. But maybe it would be a VR game. That'd be kind of interesting, like an experience. Although I don't think that's what people are going to want. So anyway, I'm open to it. I think it could be cool. With Bethesda and their future, my expectations don't exist really. They got to show me. I have no hype. I have no faith. I have no anything for Bethesda. So until they show me something to fucking make up my mind and change my mind and go like, whoa, okay, this is exciting, or looks like what you've been doing for fucking ever, I can't really speak on it too much. Yeah, so let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about the Indiana Jones game being made by Bethesda? What do you think about Star Wars being taken away from EA as an exclusive brand and being branched out to other developers? What do you think about Ubisoft making a open world Star Wars game? Is this what you want? What do you want from that? What about Massive making it with their pedigree and making open world looter shooter type games essentially? And what kind of game do you want from Star Wars? I would like more story centric games. We already got fuck, the one from Respawn, which I still haven't played. I still got to play it. But I'd like more story-centric games, but if they're multiplayer, that'd be awesome. And yeah, let me know everything you're thinking about in the comments below. And I think that's going to do it for this catching up with you guys episode on Tasteful Gaming. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check out our other episodes. Check us out on social media, link down below. Check out our Discord, link down below as well. You can talk to us anytime, all the time. We're on iTunes, Spotify, and other podcast platforms if you prefer to listen to us. And we have a Patreon link down below as well if you'd like to support the channel further than liking this video, commenting, sharing, and subscribing if you're brand new. Stay tuned. We have Tastecast coming up, and I believe the Resident Evil Showcase is coming out tomorrow, so that will most likely be on Tastecast unless I just do a separate video for that as a TLG Reacts. I don't know, but stay tuned. That is coming up, and I'm very excited for it. But yeah, until the next episode, my name's Seth, and take it easy.